Man, yesterday all the non-gaming people out there that like to pretend that they're into video games and fight the culture war of video games really were on a good one yesterday. They were just so incensed about what happened with the announcement of the latest Assassin's Creed game. So for those, I mean, everybody knows by now, but the game, is going to focus on a guy named Yusuke, who is a black samurai, or so I'm told. That's just like, it's a story that's been making the rounds lately. A lot of people are hearing about, and it sounds like an interesting story. So eventually, that was going to get adapted into some form of storytelling, either a video game or a movie. It's probably going to be a movie eventually. A movie, an anime. But was there an anime? I feel like there might have been an anime. I don't know. But definitely, it's a story that a lot of people are going to start adapting for the most part. But all the people who never played an Assassin's Creed game in their lives, or an entire video game for that matter, just had to hop on the social media and talk about, they made the game woke. Oh, it's DEI. It's this, that, and the other thing. It's like, bro, first of all, you don't even know what the word woke means. You completely bastardized that word, made it into something that's not. You're doing that in a lot of words lately. There are a lot of words out there that people use, but they don't really use it correctly, at all. I don't know. They don't look this stuff up when they say it. They just add the word. They make it a buzzword. They make it a nomenclature. They do whatever they can to make it sound like worse than it actually is, and they misuse the word all the time. These guys are just mad. First of all, real gamers, we are mad at Ubisoft not because of this, but because it's Ubisoft. Okay, Ubisoft unfortunately has become a terrible company. I mean, it's been all this stuff. They're saying stupid things like get used to not owning your games and this, and they make you sign up for their service to play their games. And the way they sell their games, you have to spend $150 or more to get the full game experience. And this one I think is coming with a subscription service. You can pay a monthly fee to play it. Who does this? When is that a thing for video games? Don't answer that. But anyway, I'm sure it's happening a lot more than we think. But yeah, there's so many things wrong with it. The Assassin's Creed games, unfortunately, have not been good for quite some. They've had their ups and downs. They start off strong, they got weak. A couple of games came out and were good, others were bad. But there's so many different reasons why. And most of the real gamers are know this. They're talking about that. They're talking about the way they're trying to sell it, the way they're marketing it. It's bro, you are just absolutely terrible at the way you're trying to sell us this game. But these people aren't going to talk about that. No, because they don't know. They're not paying attention to that. They saw that the main character, at this point, I gotta believe that they're doing this on purpose. They know that when they do this, when they act like there's a black character in a game, they act like that they're mad about it. And because they know there's another audience out there of also non-gamers who don't know what's going on, but they're going to hear this and think, oh my god, that's what's going on in the gaming space. What the And it's no, that's not happening at all. Like I said, most of the real gamers out there are looking at this going, what the hell are you doing trying to sell this game like this? Just sell the fucking game for $60, $70. Give it to us, we'll play it. But no, you got to add all this other crap. DLC, stuff hidden behind paywalls, all that other nonsense. The stuff that, real gamers have been fighting against for the past couple years. We're losing that battle, by the way. I don't know why. But we are. Well, I know why. Because, we complained. And, most of the audience out there buying it anyway. But that's, the real stuff we've been mad at. Not because they decided to take the story of a character and try to adapt that into a video game. And everybody's saying, oh my god, they're so... We gotta stop. I wish... I don't know what to do about these people. Because, no matter what they know... if you watch their stuff just to make a counterpoint, they're getting engagement. If you're watching their stuff to try to complain about it, they're getting engagement. It's it's hard to fight an enemy that feeds off of this. Okay? Personally, I think if we all just ignored them, they would go away. Their channels would die out, but it's impossible to do at this point, because even at this point, mainstream media will start picking up on these guys. And no matter what we try to do, even if we ignore them, somebody out there is going to look at that and be these are gamers. Because you know how the media, how they like to do. These people like to find the worst of the worst and showcase that as the norm throughout the community. And that's terrible. That's just for everything. But we're talking about video games here, so let's focus on that. So like I said, a lot of these people have never played video games at all. I know some of them might be like, oh, I never played video games, and they'll show you like a stack of video games in the background, but let's be real. Y'all played those games for like 5 minutes apiece, just so you could talk about it online, whether you liked it, whether you hated it. Mostly hated it. I don't think people that play this game, they play games for like less than an hour and give their opinion on the whole thing. And it's like, really? But anyway, these guys out there are just like absolutely like they're pandering to the freaking racist, okay? That's pretty much what's going on. They know there's a racist audience out there. They don't play video games either, but they know they're out there, and they know they can get their attention and get their views. Some of these guys probably are really just complete and total assholes, you know. It's not impossible, because, you know, a lot of these on social media, all these racist ass people are just at the forefront now. They used to have to hide behind avatars and usernames online, but now they can just put their entire face on camera and spout, and everybody's like, and you know, even though a lot of us try to like say, hey, what the you doing? You're stupid. Shut up. It doesn't work, because they're just like, but I'm getting views, I'm getting attention. You know, eventually, guys, this bubble's gonna burst. Might not be tomorrow. Might take 10 years from now. I don't know. But one day, this bubble's going to burst on you, and you're not going to survive in the real world, all right? Because you're going to go out there and try to get a real job. They're going to look at what you did for the past couple of decades, and be like, yeah, we don't want you here because you were a terrible person. Like, you spouted racist stuff, you spouted sexist stuff, you spouted this. You're not going to make it. You're not going to get real jobs, okay? It's just not going to happen. No matter where you go, we're in the age where your information is just out there. Like, you can try to lead on, they will find the things they're like, hey, were you that guy? Yes. Yeah, no, get out of here. You're fired. We didn't hire you. You're fired. Get out of here. So, that's what's going to happen. But in the meantime, you know, we could probably help this go quicker if we try to ignore them, which I know is hard to do. But anyway, I'm not going to say it. Let's focus on the fact that these guys, and girls, some are women too, are not gamers, okay? They do not play. They are not one of you. They are not one of us, okay? They are out there pretending to be one of us so they can get in there, because video games, unfortunately, seems like an easy culture to just slip into and spout your bullshit views, whether they bullshit racist views, bullshit political views, whatever. Like, they believe they know they can get in there and get the art. It doesn't work as much with other things, but video games, for some reason, seems to be the one that they can get. It's been time and time again with these people. You know, and they just come in there and they act like they're one. They're not, but they're not one of us, and that's the biggest problem of all, is they're mad about shit they pay no attention to. I mean, if any of these guys played Assassin's Creed games, they would know that the second Assassin's Creed game basically spits in the face of the Bible, basically, more or less. Go back, like, I didn't play it, but I know the plot. I know the plot twist they showed sometime in that game, and believe me, if these so-called gamers who are also like, well, we're trying to do the righteousness Christian thing, if they knew about Assassin's Creed 2, if they played it at all, they would know. They would be complaining about that game and how it's offensive to their religion and stuff like that. But no. They don't know this because they never played an Assassin's Creed game. They didn't play the last couple of Assassin's Creed games. They didn't get mad when one was set in Egypt. They didn't get mad about that. Anybody complain about that? No. But now, because for some reason they're like they want to do the video of they want to do the game of this Yosuke guy. They want to act like suddenly that they're fighting the righteous fight for the Asians. You know, they're like, oh my god, they're completely spitting on the Japanese culture with this. Like, bro, you don't even play any of the Japanese games. You don't play JRPG. You don't play a lot of games that come out of Japan. You play all the Western games and then complain about how Western culture is ruining video games when it's made by the Western culture. But you've not played one game in your lifetime that came out of Japan. All right, so shut the fuck up. You're a bunch of liars. Everybody knows it, okay, and everybody doesn't know, but they need to know it. And these guys, I wish we could just throw them out of our space. I've had enough. It's dumb. Stop it. Hey, I swear, these people.